All right, let's just jump right in. SEO as you know it is, well, it's changing completely. And yeah, for most businesses, that probably sounds pretty terrifying. But here's the thing. While almost everyone is panicking about losing their Google traffic, a small group of really smart business owners have already figured out how to get AI tools, like ChatGPT and Gemini, to recommend them directly to customers. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact playbook they're using to do it.
And why is this such a big deal? Why should you care? Because the customers that are coming from these AI recommendations, well, they're worth 4.4 times more than a standard click from Google. No, that's not a typo. These are people who are pre-sold, they have super high intent to buy, and tapping into this right now, it's like a gold mine that almost nobody is digging in, yet.
So here's the game plan. First, we're going to talk about why the old way of doing things is basically over. Then we'll dive into the massive opportunity that this change is creating. After that, we get into the really good stuff, the step-by-step on-page and off-page playbooks you can literally start using today. And finally, we'll wrap it all up by reframing how you need to think about your competitive edge in this brand new world.
To really get this shift, let's start with a problem I think we can all relate to. Let's say you need a painter for a pergola on your rooftop. The old way? You'd go to Google. You'd sift through pages and pages of those blue links, trying to figure out which company is any good, reading dozens of reviews. Honestly, it was a ton of work.
But now, you can just ask an AI. You can tell it exactly what you need. Like, I need someone with experience on rooftops, or I need someone who won't leave a huge mess. And instead of a massive research project, you just get a short, curated list of the best options, with the why already explained. The AI is doing all the heavy lifting, and people are really starting to trust this direct approach.
And this shift, from Google as a research tool to an AI as an answer engine, it creates what we call a blue ocean opportunity. While literally everyone else is still fighting tooth and nail over old school Google rankings, the people who adopt AI SEO early can see results in days, not the months or even years that traditional SEO can take.
Which brings us right back to that incredible 4.4x number. So why are these customers so much more valuable? It's because their entire buyer's journey happened right inside the chat. They went from, I have a problem, to here is the perfect vetted solution I need, all in a single step. They show up at your digital doorstep completely pre-sold on why you are the right choice.
So here's the most crucial point. The rules of the game have totally changed. This new game is what we're calling AI SEO, and it's all about training the AI models to see you as the absolute best option. So forget obsessing over keywords. AI thinks in broader concepts. Forget begging for backlinks. AI cares way more about simple mentions all across the web. And you gotta stop writing everything in that first-person we do this voice. AI actually prefers a third-person expert perspective that positions you as the best choice.
Let's go a level deeper here. Let's look at how the AI actually thinks. First, it's conceptual, not just fixated on words. It also knows the user's context, their location, their age, what you've talked about before. It really prefers content written conversationally, like how a real person would speak. And maybe most importantly, it's not trying to answer top-of-funnel questions anymore. The AI does that part itself. Your job is to answer those bottom-of-funnel buyer intent questions like, who is the absolute best business for X?
Okay, let's get into the good stuff, the actual playbook, starting with what you can do on your own website. The goal here is actually really simple. You want to spoon-feed the AI all the information it needs to confidently recommend you over everybody else. First up, something we call best fit briefs. These are just short little blog posts that answer very specific questions. You brainstorm all the situations where a customer would need you, turn those into headlines, and then just write a short, simple answer explaining why you're the no-brainer choice, and, this is key, back it up with a real testimonial. Then just post each one as a separate entry on your blog. Easy.
Next up, for every single service you offer, I want you to create a top reasons article. This is just a simple list, the top 5 to 10 reasons why someone should pick you for that specific service. Think about your features, your benefits, your pricing. This creates really clear, structured content that an AI can just easily grab when it's putting together a recommendation.
Okay, now for all the local businesses out there, listen up, because this one is huge. You need to create a dedicated page for every single combination of service and city that you cover. The page title is simple, Best Service in City. And then the content just explains why you're the top choice for that area. And yes, the content will be pretty similar from city to city, and that is totally fine for the AI.
Here's another really powerful tactic. Create a competitor comparison table for each of your main services. Now, the goal here is to frame the comparison so that you come out as the clear winner. You don't have to lie or anything, just be clever about the categories you pick. Things like pricing, unique features you have, your warranty, your ratings, anything that helps steer the decision your way.
Finally, for on-page stuff, there are a few pages that are just non-negotiable. And these aren't just for the AI, they're for the real people who are checking you out. You absolutely need a comprehensive FAQ page, a case studies page with real proof of your results, a page that compiles all your best testimonials, and yes, a pricing page. Don't hide your prices. AI and customers both expect to see that. All right, let's move on to the off-page playbook. This is where AI SEO gets really, really different from what you might be used to. See, traditional SEO was all about getting these high-authority backlinks, which was just incredibly hard for small businesses. With AI, it's not about links. It's about what the entire internet is saying about you. So job number one is to get mentioned everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Claim and completely fill out your profiles on every platform that makes sense. Google, Bing, the BBB, LinkedIn, all your social media. Then go list yourself in every major industry and local city directory you can find. The goal is to create this consistent, widespread digital footprint, so the AI basically trips over you everywhere it looks. Reviews are a massive, massive factor. The number of reviews you have and your average star rating have a huge impact. And the AI doesn't just look at the rating, it actually reads the text. It loves reviews that tell a story of transformation, just like this one. So you need to be actively encouraging your happy customers to leave those detailed, glowing, positive reviews. Now this is one of the highest leverage things you can possibly do. Get your business featured in best of articles. Think about it. When an AI sees a blog post titled, "The Best Contractors in Phoenix," and your name is on that list, it's way more likely to recommend you. And remember, they don't even have to link to your website. The mention alone is what counts.
So what does all of this add up to? Well, it means your new competitive edge isn't just about having a better product or service anymore. It's about being better at telling your story to the artificial intelligence that is now guiding almost every customer decision.
So let's just put a really clear definition on this.
AI SEO is the practice of optimizing your entire digital presence, everything on your site and everything off your site, with one single goal: to train AI models to understand without a shadow of a doubt that you are the best choice in your category, period. And that leaves us with one final and really critical thought. This isn't something that's coming in the future. It's not on the horizon. The AI is learning about your business and your competitors right now as we speak, with or without you. So the only question left is, what story are you telling it?